Hello, my name is Karina and this is my perfume map. Today I wanted to talk about cheapy perfumes you really should consider putting in your collection. I just finished creating my list of video requests. Everything that was requested in my video where I asked for requests, I've made a list. And somebody asked about cheapy perfumes that they just need to own. And I thought, oh, that's perfect because it's almost as if I made an alt account and said, hey, Karina, can you make another inexpensive perfume video? Because it's really my favorite subject. I love to do cheapies. I tried with this particular selection to, make sure it's not too heavy and just like Middle Easterns or celebrity or body sprays, but I have a little bit of everything in here, and you've probably seen me talk about most of these before. So hopefully these don't seem like super redundant. I do have a few new things to share. And anyway, let's just talk about some cheapies that I think you really should have in your collection. The first thing I wanted to show you is Jessica McClintock. And this perfume is from 1988. I am fairly certain I bought a prom dress once at Jessica McClintock, like a senior ball dress, I think. And that's what I think of when I think of this company. I think they also maybe did wedding dresses. And this is a white floral fragrance. It has lemon and lang lang, basil, bergamot, cassia, black currant, lily of the valley, jasmine, rose, musk, and wood. This is a very, I would say, like a soft and creamy white floral. Definitely like a lemony lemon citrus. Lang lang is a citrus. But anyway, this is just like a fresh floral. And I became interested in this fragrance because I remember there was a time when I really was going through Fragrantica and I liked to see what, if somebody wrote a review I would like to see what their signature scent was. And this one came up like a bunch of times, Jessica McClintock. The other thing I want to say about this bottle that I got is I bought it on eBay from a seller that has made a lot of sales. And it came in this box. But I think this is a vintage bottle. And I think that this might prove it. This was in there. But this is like a very like 80s insert, and it just was wrapped around the bottle, and it kind of gives you like the whole story of these perfumes. And a lot of perfume companies, they wouldn't do something like this, not so shiny. There might be like a little matte card, but it just lets you know all the products they have in this fragrance and all the different things that you can get, which I don't think are available. They still do make this fragrance. The other thing is, look at the color and how dark this is. And this seller, I'll list it just in case you're interested. They seem to have a bunch of these. And I just think that sometimes people come across like a lot of new old stock. And I only paid, I want to say I paid $14 for this. And it is a really pretty perfume. It does smell kind of spring-like. Oh, it's really good. It's really good. I mean, you have to like kind of that vintage white floral kind of thing, but it's nice. It's just a nice kind of face creamy white floral. It's just got like good, happy, energetic vibes. Old school, but like really good and cheap. If you can get that for $14, I would go for it. The next one I want to show, it's one I've shown a lot because I really like this. This is Joop Bain. And this is a kind of aromatic tonka vanilla is really how I would describe it. It has like a spa-like vanilla. Oh, it's such a good fragrance. It's so awesome because it really has something in it that's sort of like Spiritus Double Vanille by Guerlain. It smells way more expensive than it is. I think this is still, for this size bottle, which I think is a 1.7. Maybe it's even 2 ounces. Let me see. It's 2.5 actually. And I think you can still get this for about $21. And the reason why I thought of this one is because I have been testing out this Mancera Tonka Cola, and I'm not really sure exactly how I feel about it, but it does remind me of Joop Bain. This has a very obvious, strong citrusy cola opening, which is really just a spicy citrus. And then the dry down is very, very, very Tonka-y, and so is the Joop Bain. The Mancera, I think you could probably get a bottle of this for like, I don't know, like $70. But I don't love it. It's a little bit too exactly what it says. It's a little bit too Tonka Cola. I think I like it though. I was wearing it the other day and I thought, this fragrance kind of makes me feel creative. Like it's kind of it's kind of like an atmospheric scent. It's kind of odd, but it's pretty. It's a little bit, and they're both like aromatic Tonka vanillas, just like this one. This one's cheaper though, and I think I like Joop better. I just really like this one. Every time I wear it, I think like, wow, what a great deal this fragrance is. The next one I want to show you is Body Fantasies Vanilla. This is really good. It's kind of freaky how good it is. This has it's vanilla, musk, apple, and amber. And it's not like a gourmand vanilla. It's more of like a floral musky vanilla. I recently got a little sample of, where did I put it? I recently got a little sample of Bianco Latte, and I'm going to put this on my finger because I just have a little tiny bit. And as soon as I smelled it, I was like, that's a lot to pay for a bottle of Body Fantasies Vanilla. And I kind of stand by that. I saw under under this one, people were comparing it to Jovoy Fire at Will. And then when I was looking at that, a lot of people in the comments were saying this reminds me of Bianco Latte for Jovoy Fire at Will. And both Body Fantasies gets compared to it and Jovoy Fire at Will gets compared to it. Sometimes there's like a discrepancy there, but I mean, I don't know. This Body Fantasies is really good. I'm going to say more about fragrance mists when I talk about another fragrance that I think is really good. And this is like $3 at Family Dollar. This is the smaller bottle. You can get a big bottle of this on eBay for like $8 maybe. You can get like a 3-pack for like $14 or something crazy. This is a good vanilla, especially if you like the more like perfumey, natural vanillas, not like vanilla extract kind of thing. And then the next one I'll talk about is the other body mist. So this is God is a Woman by Ariana Grande. This fragrance mist was created by Jerome Epinette, who has created like so many niche fragrances. Almost all the fragrances for that new brand Noise. He's done stuff for Boy Smells. He's done, what else do I have? He's done some of the other Ariana Grande. This is like a hot perfumer. And this God is a Woman is a body spray. It has that, it smells like the Jerome Epinette DNA. Like there's something in all his fragrances that smell, when you first spray them, like really weird to me, like a really intense glass cleaner, or it's not like an alcohol smell. It's like I think it's like it's either like a fruit smell that I'm getting this from, or like a sandalwood. I don't know what it is. I've compared it to smelling like tinnitus. I don't love that opening, but that dries down pretty quick. And I would say within about 15 minutes, what this fragrance really, really reminds me of is Amethyst by Lalique. It's got, let's see, it has pear and muskmallow, Turkish rose and orris, Madagascar vanilla, and sandalwood. I thought there was a blackberry note in here. It smells like berry-ish, and I think I'm getting that from whatever kind of molecular note it is that makes me think of like glass cleaner. It's like a very sharp and sweet smell. But I want to talk about Ariana Grande body sprays for a minute. This is a really small bottle. I got this in a set as part of a lot. So I paid like maybe 50 cents for this. But I just looked at the Walmart website and Amazon, and they both have 8-ounce bottles of this for like between $10 and $12. And I think that's a very good deal, because the perfume that's like a 3.4, I think is around $45 for God is a Woman. And I have had this experience with Ariana Grande body mist, and I don't have the bottle of God is a Woman, but I was going to show you my bottle of Cloud and the body mist. Okay. So Cloud right now is pretty popular. People like it because they think it smells like Baccarat Rouge. Some people probably just like it. It's like a whipped cream lavender, kind of fruity, gourmand. I think it smells kind of baby powderish scent. And you can probably get a full bottle of it somewhere between like $35 and $70. And on Amazon right now, it's $70. The body spray, an 8-ounce bottle, this is only 1.7, you can get for between $10 and $15, like in all sorts of places. Now, here's the thing. When I'm looking for a good deal and I'm thinking about body sprays, this is how I'm thinking, okay? If you look at these two things and you're thinking, okay, if one is like a sixth of the price of the other, where are they saving money, right? So obviously there's the quality of the juice. It's the same fragrance because they're not going to remake the fragrance for a less expensive product, right? It's the same fragrance. It's probably diluted in a different way. It could be a different perfume alcohol in these. But the main way I think that they save money is the bottle. The Ariana Grande bottle is like that. The presentation, I think, is half of the draw to this perfume. It's got this separate piece that kind of looks like 3D printed. It fits absolutely perfect. It's got a glass blue bottle. It has this cute little, like acrylic cap. Some people don't even like this presentation, but this bottle, this little sprayer, which is easy to fill, easy to open, is probably like pennies for these bottles. This is probably a pretty expensive bottle to make. I would guess that the most expensive thing about this fragrance is the bottle. So when you buy a fragrance mist, consider how fancy the perfume bottle is, because I think, this is how I think about it. They would want to put any extra in something like this rather than something like this, because there's more to lose if this doesn't sell. If they have some extra fragrance and they want to get rid of it, this kind of bottle, this plastic cheap bottle that's just going to come to you like rolling around in a box if you order it from Amazon or something, is very cost effective. And while this is definitely stronger than this, they smell the same, and in the dry down, it's very similar. I would say 25 sprays of this is going to give you 5 sprays of that. And since you could get like 6 8-ounce bottles for the same price as one bottle, like that's, I don't know. I just would say, like, if you can think of a really ornate, crazy perfume and it comes with a body spray, I'm going to go for the body spray, because I think that it's going to be a really good value. And this God is a Woman wasn't as popular as Cloud. I think it was popular, but not as popular. So there's probably a lot of juice to potentially turn into body sprays and put in these less expensive bottles. Hopefully that made sense. The next one I want to show you is Diamonds and Rubies. Oh, I forgot. I'm going to get another bottle. This is Diamonds and Rubies, and it came out in 1993. And this is a Sophia Grossman perfume made for Elizabeth Taylor. This is one of the best ones. I think my favorite is actually Diamonds and Sapphires, which is sort of a aquatic. Oh, but this is so good. Oh, and it just gives me like the I love perfume like shivers when I spray it. It's such a good fragrance. It's very peach, rose, and spicy musk sandalwood. It's such a interesting fragrance. They just don't make fragrances like this anymore. You have to like, it's like a musky peach and rose. It totally smells like a Sophia Grossman fragrance. In fact, it reminds me a lot of this fragrance, YSL Paris, also by Sophia Grossman. I wanted this fragrance so bad. I waited and waited for a good deal. I'll show you the bottle. Super cute bottle. I finally found a seller on eBay who is willing to let it go for a good price. I can't remember what I paid, but as soon as I smelled it, I was like, that smells kind of like diamonds and rubies. There's a difference. This has more bright florals. This has really bright florals in it, but there's something really, it has something in common with diamonds and rubies. If anything, YSL Paris is a little more perfumey and diamonds and rubies is a little bit more musky, but it smells the same, like a rosy peach fragrance. And you can get diamonds and rubies, a big bottle, for about $13. And this YSL Paris is still like $80. If on a good day. I think you can pay over $100 for it. Oh, it's pretty though. I'm gonna put some on. So yeah, diamonds and rubies, 1993, Sophia Grossman. Definitely check that out. Oh, I'm gonna give myself like, I'm gonna become a Cosmic really soon, I think, because some of these are gonna be really strong. The next one is Femme Rochas. This came out in 1944. It was kind of reformulated, I think, in like the early 2000s, and then was kind of reformulated back to be closer to the original. I love this one. This is a classic Chypre. I think it's considered a Chypre. Yeah, it's got bergamot and lemon, cloves and carnation, rosemary, rose, iris, and then a base of oak moss, leather, benzoin, amber, patchouli, musk, and vanilla. This is very classic, dry and spicy and kind of green smelling. It smells so good though. It smells so classy. It's just like a classy, beautiful fragrance. And whenever I wear this one, my husband, like, he loves it. He loves the classic stuff. This one gets compared a lot to Guerlain Mitsuko. This is the only bottle I have of that. Just this little tiny bottle. And the Rochas Femme is like under $20. Like, what a good deal, especially if you've been interested in smelling something like Mitsuko, just like a classic Chypre. Mitsuko might be like a little bit like more sandalwoody, maybe like a little bit more peachy. Yeah, like a dry peach sandalwood, whereas Rochas Femme smells more spicy. It's still like a really good cheapie to have in your collection. The next one I have is Candid by Avon. This smells like patchouli detergent to me. Some of the notes say that this is a sandalwood fragrance. This is a patchouli fragrance to me, like a very clean smelling patchouli. The notes on the back of the Avon bottle, or the Avon bottle box, say sparkling bergamot, blooming tuberose, and sensual patchouli. So, I mean, that sounds kind of like a modern Chypre. Very clean. I think it's the tuberose that's giving me detergent, because I definitely think like dry cleaner detergent sometimes with tuberose. And then the patchouli. It's like a soapy patchouli. It reminds me of the detergent that you can buy in big bags at the grocery store called like Foca. It always makes me think of that. Like, I've smelled this on ladies in a detergent way. Really pretty. Every time I wear this, I feel just like I smell like I have very, very clean laundry on. And you can get a bottle this size on eBay for about $11. Candid. It's really good if you're into like kind of patchoulis, but you want something that smells very, very clean, not like a really super earthy patchouli. Another Avon that I think is worth checking out as a cheapie is Haiku Kyoto Flower. This one has peony, musk, and violet. It's a super it's so good. It's like such a good floral. This is such a spring. This is like spring in a bottle. Like when those cherry blossoms are at like their peak, that's just such a good feeling. Like winter is like over. Anything that has bright pink flowers in the spring, I just really appreciate. We have a few red bud trees and they're just so gorgeous in the spring, and it's like a gift after a long brown, gray, cold snow winter. So I love this fragrance. I now have 2 bottles because I've been able to find them in lots. This is still available on eBay. I don't know if Avon still has it, but you can get it for about $14. Avon Kyoto Flower. If you like peony, you're gonna like that one. Another one is one that I've kind of neglected lately, but this is a beautiful fragrance. This is Mackie by Bob Mackie. This is a fruity tuberose, sandalwood, amber, patchouli fragrance. Oh, it's such a good smelling fragrance. It also has that fresh laundry, but in a tuberose way. A lot of laundry scents, like some of them are tuberose, some of them are like an aquatic, some of them have like a weird kind of cotton note. But this is like old school, thick, syrupy laundry soap. That's what it smells like to me. Or I go between that and thinking it smells like a powdery piece of bazooka bubblegum. Like, more like this, the way, it smells kind of the way it tastes when you first bite it. You know, that kind of gum lasts flavor-wise about like 3 minutes, if that. But this is a beautiful tuberose. This one, I have to like limit myself to just stop spraying it because it smells so good that I think I want more, but too much and I think it gets kind of gaggy. I remember a long time ago watching a video of like a young man who liked to wear this, and he called this like the grandma slayer because anywhere he'd go, like all the grandmas would be saying like, oh my gosh, who smells so good? And it's like a peach bazooka bubblegum laundry detergent. I looked up the perfumer. It was somebody named Joyce Siambor. That was her name, or Siambor, Joyce Siambor. And this is the only perfume to her name. And when I tried to Google her to see anything, all I could find was like some reviews that she had written, and that, you know, for non-related things. But she had like in her bio, retired chemist / perfumer. So I'm like, well, maybe this is the only one she made, but I mean, good job, Joyce. This is like a amazing fragrance. If I could find out more that she made, I would definitely check them out because this is like unique and still inexpensive. And it gets compared to something, I think it's called like Senso, and the perfumer on that one is Jacques Polge, who was also the perfumer for Chanel. And that's a lot more expensive. So Mackie by Bob Mackie, check it out. It's really, really good. And then this one is pretty new to me, but I just thought like it's worth checking out because at $15, this is like a really good cheapie. This is Coastal Parfum. This is a Middle Eastern scent. This is Maison Alhambra, which seems like they're more Western scents. This has freesia and allspice, heliotrope, rose, hibiscus, ambrette, jasmine, sandalwood, and cedarwood. So there's a lot of like that ambrette and sandalwood and cedarwood make it very kind of woody, musky. The allspice, you can also smell that. The florals, I don't really smell rose. There's something kind of peppery, allspicey, musky. If you like things like Glossier You, I think you would like this. It's very inexpensive, $15 for this big hefty bottle. I bought mine on FragranceNet, and it's really pretty, and it smells really good, and it's very linear and very long lasting. So, I mean, shout out to the Middle Eastern fragrance companies for pulling that off so often. Anyway, these are some inexpensive cheapies that I think you must own if you want to have an affordable fragrance collection. Please let me know if you've tried any of these. Let me know if you have any other inexpensive fragrances that you feel it must be in a collection. I hope you have a wonderful day, and goodbye. Subscribe.